Welcome to Rate the Audits, the channel where we expose misconduct, analyze police and legal interactions, defend civil rights, and demand accountability. And this episode, brought to you by Full Catcher. He's calmly filming outside a police station when chaos erupts. A female officer falsely claims that a suspicious male followed her to her car. Almost immediately, multiple officers swarm the scene, displaying blatant intimidation tactics. But Full Catcher doesn't back down, stands his ground, calls out the false claims, and exposes the poor policing for exactly what it is. Watch as truth and accountability confront intimidation head-on.
So what are you doing?
How you mean? What am I doing?
You're following officers out.
Which I following? Which following?
What are you doing?
Which following? Which officer?
You know
which following? I was going to my car. I was going to my car. Don't try and come. Don't hold my hand. What you holding my hand for? What are you holding my hand for? What crime? What crime? What? Of course you touch my hand. What crime? What crime have I committed?
You're following police officers in there.
What crime have I committed, officer?
I'm going to ask you a question. Would you?
What crime have I committed?
You followed a police officer.
Because I just recorded the police station for about a whole hour. Listen to, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you first. Let me talk to you first.
You ask a question.
Let me,
you need to.
No. Let me talk to you first, because this officer is telling a lie. I stand up there for a whole hour recording the police station. All right. I recorded her going to her car. I turned off my camera and I was walking to my car.
The officers storm in, already convinced of guilt, accusing the auditor of following a female officer to her personal vehicle, a serious claim with absolutely no evidence beyond her word. There's no investigation, no clarification, just immediate escalation. When the auditor calmly explains that he had turned off his camera and was simply returning to his own car, the officers ignore him entirely. Their only charge, following an officer to her car, is not even a crime. This shows how detached their actions were from lawful policing. They're attempting to criminalize behavior simply because it makes them uncomfortable, a tactic that erodes public trust. Even worse, a single fabricated or misinterpreted claim was enough to trigger this heavy-handed response. The fact they didn't verify anything before cornering the auditor speaks volumes about the mindset behind this encounter.
Look, my car park right there.
Do you want to get in your car and
you check me? How you mean?
Just doing at the moment,
bruv, I can't understand y'all, bruv. Y'all being despicable now.
No one's being despicable.
You being despicable. First thing you tell me. Sir, you had the first words you tell. Of course, I'm a hard-working man. Okay, so I pay taxes.
If I came to your place,
don't come and talk that crap, because you know better than the words you saying there now. The words you saying there now, you know better than the words you are saying there now.
Because we're police officers, it's okay that we're putting here when I
study in your laws. You check me?
And where,
I study in your
laws. Where in our laws does it suggest that you're allowed to do what you're doing? Because I study the law as well. It's part of my job.
So I'm not allowed to record. I'm not allowed to record in public.
If you'd understand what I'm saying, and
am I allowed to record in public?
Not once has anyone mentioned the fact.
Am I allowed to record in public?
You're recording. Nobody's mentioned that.
That's what I was doing. So if I commit no crime yet,
personally, I don't care. If
I commit no crime yet, I recording you too.
Up to you.
When the officer asks where in our laws does it say you're allowed to do what you're doing, he's leaning entirely on the baseless claim that the auditor followed a female officer to her car. Instead of investigating the truth, he jumps straight to moral judgment, implying the auditor needs explicit permission to stand in public and film. Then he doubles down. None of us mentioned you filming. This is a blatant deflection. Filming in public was the only confirmed action the auditor was doing, the very reason for the female officer's complaint, and the core of the encounter. By pretending it isn't the issue, the officer sidesteps the real question. What crime exactly has been committed?
Because I commit no crime yet to have 4 policemen standing up in front of me. What you tell me first of all when you come out of the car was disrespectful.
No one's been disrespectful to you.
You didn't hear what you tell me when you come out of the car?
Your video back and we'll see.
What did you tell me when you come out of the car, officer?
Despite the fact that you're behaving,
you must be nicer than that, man.
A very aggressive way.
Yeah, that because I talking to him, I been aggressive.
No.
I from the Caribbean, that's how I talk.
Oh, come on, that's got nothing to do with it.
What?
It's got absolutely nothing to do with it.
Right, okay.
The problem here is you're just
decided
to walk.
Honestly, you need to grow up a little bit.
Hey, you hear him? I need to grow up a little bit.
You do, mate.
I older than you.
You do.
I have children your age.
Please act like it.
I have children your age.
I'm trying to have a conversation with you, and you're just
But
screaming
the way
over.
this guy approached me was wrong. What I do in here, get out of here. That's what you said when you came out of the car.
Evidently not.
Officer, you go ahead. You watch the video on my channel. When I drop it on my channel, just watch it. The words you said when you came out of the car put me in total. I behaving in a threatening way. Who have I threatened?
Accusing the auditor of behaving threateningly is not only untrue, it's a dangerous escalation tactic. At no point does he threaten anyone. At most he raises his voice in frustration, a completely human reaction given the false accusation and dismissive treatment he's facing. This is a common tactic when officers lack lawful grounds. They reach for vague, subjective claims like threatening behavior to justify heavy-handed responses. If simply standing his ground is considered threatening, it raises serious questions about the emotional resilience required for policing. And in the context of the female officer's false report, if she truly felt intimidated by someone merely walking behind her in public, perhaps the real concern isn't the auditor, it's whether she's suited for a role that demands managing real conflict.
Have I threatened you, officer?
The officer that
Can we
you followed
speak to you?
Have I threatened you?
So you can explain it.
Yeah, explain.
So give us 2 seconds and
Yeah.
explain it to you.
Yeah.
Without speaking
Yeah.
to me, please, alright?
Yeah.
What we've been told is that an officer has left the police station. You have said to me you were outside recording.
For a whole hour.
Let me finish, okay? That officer's walking back to her car where you have followed her with your camera.
I never did that. That's a lie.
Your perspective,
That's a lie.
okay?
That never happened.
Not at the police
That
station.
never,
Over here.
that never happened. You see that, you see what she caused. What she caused there, that never happened. But she called
I
y'all,
don't think you're here to do anything. I hear you.
bruv, you see what happened there? She liked the attention because I never recorded her.
So I'm talking about.
Because I never recorded her.
I'm talking
Because as soon as I sit down in my car, I see the police van reach there. I come out of my car and I walk there. I see her talking to y'all. So that never happened. So she called y'all for something that never happened.
Sir, but look at it like this, right? You've been outside the police station for a long
Yeah.
period of time, fair enough. You're recording, you're doing your thing. But the issue is, a lone female, let's forget the fact that she's a police officer, a lone female has walked out down the road and you've walked in the same direction as her, recording.
But I wasn't recording, that's the thing, brother. And she called y'all and she tell y'all I was recording. I had finished recording the police station already. I was walking to my car.
This officer's logic is deeply flawed and reveals a concerning bias. By saying, let's forget she's a police officer. The issue is that she's a lone female. He's essentially asking everyone to ignore the fact that she is a trained professional in uniform, supposedly equipped to handle difficult situations. Policing demands confidence, resilience, and the ability to manage public interactions, yet this officer reduces her to a civilian who needs protection from someone doing nothing illegal. Even more absurd is the framing of the incident. He claims the auditor was following and recording her, even though the auditor repeatedly states that he was not recording and had turned his camera off. The narrative they're pushing isn't based on facts, it's based on assumption, presumption, and a desire to manufacture justification for their actions.
That's fine.
I was walking to my car and she get threatened and she's a policewoman.
You have to look at it as well.
She's a policewoman and she gets threatened.
Work, and you've seen her.
My behavior.
You've seen her.
You
walking out and
despicable
you've walked-
officer.
You've walked.
Because I have threatened nobody yet, and I haven't been despicable or disrespectful to nobody yet. But you hear what you're saying?
Can you
I'm
see
being
how-
threatening.
But can you see how?
Bruv, just go on your business, bruv. Go on your business. Because you approached me wrong, first of all. That's why I defensive. I cannot talk to you. I cannot talk to you. You've been disrespectful from the way you come out of the car, from your manner of approach. Your manner of approach was wrong. Get out of here. What you doing here? Get out of here. Get out of here. You need to learn your job, bruv, and don't approach people the way you approach people, because that's why I vex. What you say, what you tell me when you come out of the car, get me vexed. You tell me get out of here, like I'm not paying taxes, like I'm not voting. The false report your officer make, the false report she make, the false report she make. You run up for the false report she make. Go away. She make a false report. You'd arrest me for a false report. That is what I'm trying to show you. You'd arrest me on a false report.
Well, the thing is, right now, you're still shouting.
Yeah, but I right, bruv. Yeah, what the man tell me, man? The man tell me get out of here, like I'm not a human being. Get out of there. Imagine I just come and I approach you. You're the officer. You could have come and approached me decently. I would have talked to you nice. But when the man tell me, get out of here. I say, get out of here. How you mean get out of here?
Right, okay. Right, listen. Yeah.
So if I commit no crime,
we've all gotten off on the wrong foot, yeah?
Yeah.
We're not trying to have
Bruv, I come here to bring no argument, but I saying she make a false report.
Okay.
She make a false report against me that's not true. And that's how people getting themselves in trouble for something that never happened. You check me? That never happened. And she done call the police already and have the police running upon me like I do her something or I approach her in any manner or form or style. I never spoke to her.
The auditor has every right to be furious. A false report by a serving police officer isn't a harmless mistake, it's a deliberate act that could have led to an innocent person being arrested, charged, or prosecuted. When the officer claimed she was being followed, despite the auditor clearly stating he wasn't, she weaponized her badge and credibility to push a false narrative. If a trained officer interprets someone merely walking in the same direction as threatening, it's clear she's not equipped for the demands of the job. Policing involves real pressure and genuine threats. If she can't manage her emotions during a harmless encounter, how can she handle an actual emergency? This kind of poor judgment is exactly why retraining is essential. Officers must be able to distinguish discomfort from danger, and if they can't, they should find another line of work.
I never talked to her. I never approached her. She was right.
Listen, I know you're upset about the situation, but I just want us to keep it down.
And this man approached me like I'm an animal, bro.
As well, who might, feel some type of way about all the shouting and stuff. Okay, let's just try and keep it down and talk with one another. That's all it is. Yeah.
I like you.
Let's just keep.
I like you.
Keep it civil, like
I like you so.
Yeah.
I like you so, father.
Listen.
That man cannot approach me so, bro. That's how that man approaching citizens.
Okay.
That's how that man approaching us as the public.
Yeah.
That right, brother.
And I understand the frustration, but ultimately, from our perspective, the issue is this female is
made a false report.